Hey creator friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are. It is Saturday, July the 22nd, and this is Saturday Happenings. I'm so excited about this week because this coming up week is exciting, but you know, on Saturday I like to talk about the videos I did last week, answer some questions, talk a little bit, tell you what's coming up and what I'm working on. So first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for all hanging around. It's just fun, and I am really enjoying connecting with you through your conversations in the video comments. And I have had a lot of people message me asking questions, because this is canning season, and about different canning things. And I am so thrilled to be able to help you out. So if you have any questions that I can help with, I certainly will. So just feel free to email me over at tulilucreates@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help you out. But I got my little book with all my my schedule in it, all my videos, because sometimes I forget. Like I sometimes will do a bunch and think, when did I do that video? Was it last week? I don't know. Anyway, so this past week I did the freezer meal challenge, and let me talk to you about that for a second. So sometimes I will take out like one thing or three things. You know, it depends, but I have to think about the week coming up. So like this coming up week, I'm going to take a few things out. You'll see that video tomorrow, because next week's the county fair. And then there's 2 other days that Brian and he has appointments, and one of them it's like 2 hours one way to go to the VA. So that day is going to be full. So I'll be doing like crock pot or slow cooker things. So I have to think about what's coming up, so I know what to take out of the freezer. So sometimes I'll only take one thing, because I know I've kind of planned for things off my pantry shelf, or we're going to go out to dinner, or we've got dinner plans with friends or something like that. So it depends on what's happening during the week as to how much I take, because a lot of people are like, are you only eating meat once or twice a week? No, I eat it. We eat well, trust me. But that's why I will take a lot out one week and not so much the next week. So it just depends on what I'm cooking. So anyway, on Monday, I reviewed my pantry storage, and I was so thrilled to find those Rubbermaid bins. No, they're not. They're Sterilite, I think. But anyway, the little bins that you can put your pint jars. Somebody asked if they're big enough for quarts. The ones I got aren't. But you could probably look and see if there's something that might work for you. There, I needed to adjust my my height. I was kind of tilting my head up, and I couldn't see because I got trifocals. So anyway, sorry about that. If you notice the difference, that's why I just paused so that I could do that. Anyway, pantry storage. So I bet you if you look, you would probably see some sort of a bin that will accommodate quarts. I will check it out, but I really don't have a need to stack quarts. It's mostly my proteins, like my chicken, meats, beans, things like that I would want multi-layer. So those bins work really well for me, and I'm glad that helped some of you out if it did. Okay, the second, on Tuesday, I did the pantry cooking for 2 Tuesday. I'm looking at my notes. And that one, I used the chicken burrito filling that I had previously made at some point and frozen. And a lot of people said they want the video on that. So, okay, I'll do a video on the chicken burrito filling, but I'll tell you, honestly, this is what I did. I took chicken breast, I put it in the slow cooker. I poured a jar of my Mrs. Wage's mild salsa on top of it. I put in some frozen corn, and I think some olives. And then I think I put in a little bit, like a half a block or a block of cream cheese, and I let it cook. And then all I did was shred it up. And that was the best burrito filling ever. Like, it was so good. So so that's all I did with that, but I will do a video on that, because I actually have several slow cooker recipes, and like this coming week is going to be super busy, so I'm going to be doing a lot in that. So there was that. Then there was the video on freezing mushrooms, and I was excited that, that a lot of people didn't know you can freeze mushrooms, and I really didn't know until a few years ago. I had some mushrooms, and I thought, oh man, actually I had some wild mushrooms, and I thought, man, I wish I could freeze these, and I thought, why can't you? So I looked it up, and sure enough, there's a process, and you know, I wash them and lay them out so that they don't clump together, they're individual, and I did that with some chanterelles that I had gotten, because here where we live, you can go out in the woods and you can find chanterelles and morels and boletes and all these really good mushrooms. But I did that to freeze some chanterelles, so I also use that when I'm just freezing regular mushrooms. So it works out good. And one time I did take the great big portobello mushrooms and I sliced them, and then I laid those out and froze those so that I could just take one slice out and put it in things. I like to do that with stir fries. So anyway, freezing mushrooms, that was kind of cool. Okay, and then on Thursday, I did a recipe using something I pulled from the freezer. Actually, both recipes this week were things I pulled from the freezer, but one I kind of designated as my pantry cooking for Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I'm going to try to do it so that I have the Tuesday thing, and then on Thursdays, I have a specific recipe from something I pulled from the freezer. So this past Thursday, I did the shrimp Creole. That's so good, and evidently, I need to do a sauce video and do some more shrimp Creole, because that was really good. Now, it's not, some people like a really spicy Creole, and it isn't. So if you want it that way, you would want to add maybe some hot pepper flakes or something when you open it, but you can tweak it to your flavor. So there's that, and then today's Saturday happenings. So today, I have to tell you guys, I have gathered up things that I'm going to enter in the fair, and I'm going to show you. But today and tomorrow, I'm just going to kind of take it easy. There was a bunch of stuff I needed to do tomorrow. We have to drive out, and I have to put my fair entries in. And then next week, I have the county fair. I have a lot of stuff with that. I have to work our booth 2 days. Brian has appointments that we have to drive to 2 different days. And then on one day, I'm going to take my neighbor Vi. We're going to go out to the fair. So I'm going to take it easy because I have done something akin to dislocating a rib, and it's putting a hitch in my giddy up. We'll just say that. So today I'm going to sit, probably, I can't just sit and do nothing. So I think I'm going to play with my embroidery machine. Look at, oh, this is super cute. Look at this. I made this one, the chicken with the heartbeat. And my friend who's a medical person said that is an appropriate heartbeat, that apparently you see these things all the time. And the heartbeats aren't like an accurate heartbeat. And she's like, woo, you see those heartbeats and you think, you might be in bad shape. Anyway, so I'm going to sit and kind of just take it easy today. Because, man, if I laugh or if I cough or if I bend down a certain way, whoo, I got some pain. But I do have some medication. I'm putting the patch on, the pain patch, and it's getting a little bit better. But it has slowed me down, and it's hard to slow me down. So we'll just say that. So next week, I'm just looking at my thing. Next week, I do have one video already posted, and it was really interesting. It's a resource about how to use different fruits and vegetables and produce and things like that. Anyway, so I've got that video already going. But next week is pretty absorbed with the fair. I am going to do my meat video, and I am going to do videos on maybe some slow cooker stuff, maybe my cooking for Tuesday, because I'm going to be so busy. I'm not going to be in there, like, it's just going to be easy to put something in a slow cooker. You got to plan those weeks like that. So those videos will be coming up. But today, I'm not doing much. Tomorrow we'll drive out and I'll do my entries. And then Monday, I have to be at the fair because I am involved in judging. So I will have to go over there and spend the day on Monday. But I'm excited about the fair. Now, I've got a bunch of things I'm entering. I do not expect to win a ribbon. Although next Saturday, I'll be able to tell you guys if I did. So I'll do videos about the fair over the week, too. You guys want to see that? I'll show you a little bit about the fair. But anyway, I don't expect to, I'm not that good, so I don't expect to win ribbons. There's people who are like so much more, they're phenomenal. I'm just kind of slipping some stuff into the areas where I just want to encourage more entries. That's the whole point. It's not for me about ribbons. Now, when I was entering my canned goods, which I can't enter anymore because I'm involved in the judging process of the preserved foods, so I can't enter those, but I can enter everywhere else, and I'm going to, because I want more entries at the fair. I love to boost up the fair. So let me show you what I'm entering. Okay, I don't even know if there's a category for this. Oops, I gotta bend over. Oh my God, that hurts. Okay, whew. Okay, so I'm entering this. This was a machine embroidery thing, which I think is super cute. It's like the little chicken. I think a couple of you have come. See, it's just like a little hanger thing. It actually hangs in the window of my sewing room, and it's just this cute little embroidered chicken with these eggs. So I'm going to enter that. I don't know what category it's going to go in, but it's there. And then they do have a category for a cowl, and I did this one. And I think I showed pictures as this was coming along, so it kind of goes like this. And I actually made it for our cruise because I thought it would be nice to wear on the cruise. So this one is this, and I'll show you. See the stitch? I think the stitch is really cool. So that is going to be entered. And I like the way the buttons are heart, and it's kind of angled so that it comes down at a point. See there, like that? Kind of cool. So I'm going to enter that. That's a thing. And then you guys know I did this. My little chicken runner. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know about that. There's so many places here that it's not square, like they don't meet up right. But if you give people more stuff to look at, they could look at that and say, you know, I made something like that. I should enter that in the fair. So I think that's important. Oh, and then you guys know how I worked on my quilt. I'm going to enter that. That one, oh, there's a string. I don't think is great. I need to get this string off here while I'm thinking about it. Hang on. Dude. Okay, perfect. Anyway, so I'm going to enter this. And then I'm going to enter, just because it's fun, the jacket that I made. Remember when I made this hoodie, this like a hooded jacket? And I made it out of a quilt, a bedspread quilt. And this is the one that Brian says he can't unsee the bedspread when I wear it. So I'm definitely entering that. And then you can enter up to 3 ornaments. So I picked out these ornaments that I made. And these are those beaded ornaments. And I kind of think they're cool. They remind me of like grandma ornaments. I remember these. So anyway, I thought I'll enter these. We'll see. And then the last thing is this. Okay, there's a place in town where you can go and you can pick, it's like a ceramics place. So I went and I got this, and I made this little doodad. I don't want to drop it. Okay, it's like an individual tea thing. And you put your tea in there, and then you can take it and pour it into the cup. And see, the cup even has like a little, and I just kind of free-handed that, so it's not very, it's not very good. But I really went to a lot of effort to line up. See, this was hard. I had to line it up. See how I lined up my dandelion? There's one lined up there with a little butterfly and stuff. Anyway, and I tried to make it like ombre, but that's not great. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a ribbon. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, because I know that these aren't the greatest. But that's what we're going to do tomorrow, is drive out there. The rest of today, I'm taking it easy. I'm going to sit in my craft room. I got some more t-shirts like this I want to make. Isn't that cute? I made one with flowers. But anyway, I've got to look and see what I've got to embroider. And then a friend of mine, I made her a little stuffy. She got a pug puppy. So I found a pattern to make a little stuffy. And I actually made it as a toy for the puppy. But she's got it sitting on her desk. And now her 2 kids want one. So I'm going to go make those today. So I'll make 2 different ones with different colored eyes, so they know whose is who. And that's what I'm working on today. And next week, I'm excited about the fair. You know, that's one of my favorite things, is the fair. But for today, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to hang out, come up with my recipes, come up with my freezer meat plan for tomorrow, and get ready for the week. So there you have it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.